Yo guys, what's going on? Kyle and Neil here with the Card Guys. Round two, we're finally getting around to round two of our case tournament that we held at Wasteland Games. First off, shout out to the Wasteland Gaming, as they are aforementioned on Facebook. Very generous staff, and I love when they help us out. Shout out to all the people there that help us with the pairings and whatnot. They're very nice. Before we get into the video, we want to just, I guess, give a few mentions about a couple things. First and foremost, any card you see in this match that you want to have access to, we have a TCG player affiliate link in the description below. We get a very small kickback of purchases and whatnot for that, but at no extra cost to you. So if you want to help support the channel, support the team, we'd greatly appreciate that. That'd be awesome. And then also on top of that, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, share it with your friends. We plan on having a lot more content come out here since we have the new year, and just we have a lot more content opportunities for you guys. So hopefully you guys will enjoy all the stuff we're bringing. How are you doing today, Neil?
I'm actually doing pretty good. How about yourself, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. We're getting through the day. Yeah. But right now we have I think it's TriColor Cooler.
It is TriColor Cooler. He used Condemnation, warped it, and revealed the Frost Deadly Poison.
Yeah, so both of these decks are TriColor. It's TriColor Cooler with Splash Yellow, and then also TriColor U7 Invoker. What are we even calling this deck? Is it TriColor U7 or TriColor Search Coup U7? Like, what are people calling this deck?
I don't know what other people are calling this deck, but I call it U7, either U7 Invoker or U7 Search Coup.
Okay, so I've been on the right track with the U7 Invoker. Okay, cool. And throughout the day, watching Michael play this deck was really intriguing because he didn't misplay really with it at all, and he's very knowledgeable with the deck. And also on top of that, splashing the yellow for the Frost Deadly Poison is very smart because all these cards say, reveal a multicolor extra card.
Yeah, they don't specify
not a red-blue.
Red-blue.
Which is kind of just nuts to me. That's a thing. So now he's able to, splash like Champa Trickster and Frost Deadly Poison the deck, and he only has to play, like if you guys saw on the deck profile, he only has to play like 5 of them all together because he filters through his deck so much that he'll more than likely see them. So yeah. And then you have Cooler on the other side, and he's playing, I think, a couple of the Beerus No Hold Bar, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right?
Yeah, he's playing the SR.
Okay. He's playing the Beerus No Holds Bar, I think Frost Deadly Poison, and then also Champa. So I think that was his package in this. I guess, how bad is the matchup for Cooler versus this U7 deck? Because I feel like they just really want to wait a while, and then obviously waiting a while helps out the U7 Invoker deck out a lot.
I mean, it depends on the version of Cooler that you're trying to play.
Sure.
Typically, Cooler is supposed to have a good matchup against U7. But it depends on how passive you play. You have to play it very, very aggressively.
Okay. And it looks like right now he's just holding things. He's just holding things up because he has.
And I feel like that's gonna work to his detriment, because sure, like Death's Embrace is an amazing card, but he's not gonna be taking any damage because Death Embrace just gives you infinite combo power. What he should have done, in my opinion, is to try to go for an Arrival Cooler turn 1 and just start swinging face.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
You wanna apply as much pressure as possible before the Vegeta is able to come down to turn on all your the Invoker plays. So,
and you see him charge the Beerus there just to get a yellow online. And he's playing Emperor's Death Beam, which I think that card's absurd.
Yeah, even without Invoker, Emperor's Death Beam is just probably one of the best cards you can play. Yeah. It is so good. It covers everything. It kills almost anything on its own. Activate main, activate battle is like, you can't really go wrong with it.
Yeah, looking at his hand too, it's just super defensive. Super, super defensive. It's Sensu Beans, um, Topo, Emperor's Death Beam. And like, and
Charging a Beerus.
you see Michael charging double Beerus, so like he knows that like he's not gonna use them on his turn. I mean his opponent's turn.
I think it's more. It's also more so for the charge because you, especially in the early turns of the game, you don't really want to charge your red blue multicolor cards, and he really needs like that red to charge to turn on displays.
Yeah.
Especially since he's technically putting himself behind by charging a blue yellow extra card.
Mm-hmm.
But he has it. The one thing that I've noticed, the way that Michael plays, that he never slams down Vegeta on turn 3. He always waits till minimum turn 4 if he even decides to ever play it.
Yeah, one thing we were talking about, I'm not sure if you were there when we were doing the video or not, but he did talk about how, you know, people try to play around the Vegeta, keep energy open, and like do something to the Vegeta. And one of his things were, you know, people play around it because they have the out, but if you just don't play the card, then they can never out it. so they're wasting their turns for nothing. And here you see on turn 4 how he does it. That probably shouts to me that he has another as well. But I guess we'll see. Do you remember that one time when you and I were looking at the Frieza, the 3-drop Frieza rare from the set, and we said, wow, Invoker would be so good if they gave something with Barrier and Deflect. And then literally
before Vegeta was out.
Yeah, and then the very next day they announced the Vegeta, and we're like, oh well.
All right, so we slam him down 100%.
That card's really
Get
good.
rid of the Vegeta before he has a chance to proc it. I guess he's just double checking to make sure. Josh did tell me that this is the first time that he was playing with the deck.
Yeah.
He just had it built because before he was all on Hatch Train.
Thank God he didn't play Hatch.
Or the Hatchback.
Seems like that deck has kind of fallen off a little bit. Not as many people are playing it.
I mean, it's kind of hard when a lot of the new red stuff negs and ignores Barrier.
It's very true. Like this Frieza, for example.
Exactly. This Frieza is a nightmare for board. Hatch.
Yeah.
So pitching the Deadly Poison, probably because it's too late.
So he just goes ahead and takes the triple strike too. Okay. So now he's kind of pushing in because I guess since Michael tapped out, he thought that he could go ahead and put some pressure since he's at 3. But now, as you see, Michael's probably got like 12 or 13 cards in his hand. So
you know, it's gonna be glorious.
What's gonna be glorious?
In the draft box, there is a Frieza that says combo and give something critical.
Bro, yes, it is. Holy crap. Talking about with that Frieza?
Oh
wow. Just thought about
triple strike, critical, 30k base?
Kill your board.
Kill your board, mill, and you crit 3? Come on!
That's actually just disgusting.
It gives me chills just thinking about it.
I mean, we were really just we were just wondering when Bandai, I almost said Konami, holy crap, when Bandai was going to create, you know, a Furthering Destruction Champa, but for critical, and here we are. But they made it a 5K combo cost,
which
thank God
is
it wasn't
fair.
10, which is very fair, because critical, I think, is one of the best keywords in the
I'm
game.
surprised they gave it a combo at all.
Yeah, right. I don't know why they would even do that, but here we are. 2020 coming in strong.
So is he trying to see if he's willing to pass or not at this point?
I mean, he's tapped out. So like,
I see.
so like, could he just run with the secret rare here?
I think that's what's gonna happen.
Huh. And Josh only has 7 in hand.
Okay, maybe not yet. So
No.
one thing that I was going over with Josh, but like he already had his deck list finalized by the time I talked to him. But because he was already playing Beerus, I told him you might as well play the Wii Super Combo because that thing is amazing.
Yeah, I like that card. I do like that card a lot. I think it's probably the worst one, but I think it's still really good for like what his game plan is.
I think you're crazy, and he is like the best one.
Really? I don't know.
It is a 20k combo by itself.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess you're right on that aspect. I really like this Amasu. And so what's his... Is he going to like... I really don't even know what his game plan is other than just...
Yo, what's up?
So what did he do with this? Hey, Craig, right now we're doing some commentary.
Oh,
What's going on?
can I join in?
Yeah, go for it. Right now, we are currently in the middle of game 1. Josh playing the TriColor Cooler deck versus Michael Carrick playing the TriColor U7 strategy here.
Remind me again, aside from Frost Poison, what the U7 splash yellow for?
Champa. But the Frost Deadly Poison can be searched by... can be added by the other...
Yeah, reveal a top card as long as it's a multicolor extra card you add it to your hand.
Yeah.
Also
Gotcha.
the leader effect.
And also the leader effect, too.
Pick up
true.
3 multicolor cards. It doesn't say multicolor blue-red. It just says multicolor extra cards.
Yeah, so they kind of have outs to a few other cards main deck, and obviously we know how good Champa is, so there's no reason not to play Champa, and probably one of the best extra cards in the game right now. So
Yeah.
so now he just defensively goes Beerus into the cooler, which that's very good. But again,
Mill
like we
1,
said,
please.
yeah,
Or mill 2, please.
I think it's 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because the cooler automatically hits 1. I really love I hate to say the power creep, but literally from set 6 onward, this game to me has gotten a lot more interactive.
It definitely has. What was set 6? Destroyer Kings?
That was Broly.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that was the Broly
I wouldn't
set.
say that's power creep, but I mean the
Go back and look
counterplays.
at go back and look at your SRs just look at SRs from the last 2-3 sets to what you had in set 1 and 2, hell, even 3.
The game back in its infancy, like probably all the way up through set 4, reminded me a lot of kind of sort of GOAT format from Yu-Gi-Oh! If you know what that is, Neil.
Oh, I know.
Like
Go.
it's just super resource based. Like that's why I like the starter coup so much, was because of the fact that if you just played the mirror, it was just resource, like who can out resource who first, and that's one of the reasons that it kept me in this game, is because it reminded me of that. Now this game has gotten a lot more interactive, which is nice. For the fact that you just right now you're looking at I think the game is seeing a lot of good extra cards, and so we've seen an inclusion of a lot of those, when beforehand, if you had more than like 4 extra cards in your main deck, you were severely costing your consistency of your deck. Yeah, so I like where the game's going. I'm actually really excited for these unison cards too.
I'm at a point now where I almost would request Battering Laser come back.
No.
I'll be honest with you, hell no.
No. Not for 1 energy.
Yeah, maybe if they made it like
Right, if you put it on 2 energy, I think that would be fair. That it was literally just, counter, be done.
But saying that literally any single deck is able to just freely play it for 1, I wouldn't even give it for 2 energy. I like the fact that Cooler requires a yellow leader.
yeah, I think Cooler's a good representative for what Battering Laser was. I can agree with that. But just imagine playing the U7 mirror and having access to Battering.
Well, with definitely the increase in extra cards. Like, look at the U7 deck. Like, it is 98% extra cards and 7 creatures.
It's something around 7 to 10. Yeah, not much.
The volume is so low in there. But like other decks to combat it, wouldn't we want to give like a counter extra or counter something?
The deck's already perfect, bro.
It is perfect spell books, in my opinion. It just has an out to pretty much everything, which I do feel like it was a design flaw for not including some sort of like
the leader has a built-in Thoughtseize. It's constantly 15 on the front side. It's constant filtering. You get to untap energy with your super combo. You get to play all your spells for 1. You get Vic Strike.
They should have.
Speaking of which,
something. Did he just drop it? Wow, he just dropped it. That's a card. Nice.
Yeah, just think next turn, if the guy lives through it, he gets to untap and activate the effect on the field again.
Now imagine if we had Battering. He has the yellow up.
Yeah, right.
Do you want to play this game? I don't. I hella don't want to play this game.
Because, I mean, technically, Champa outs this. So he just combos out. And Josh cannot do anything.
Do you know what would have helped? Never mind. I forgot what Vic Strike did.
So what's he up to? 40, 50, 60, 70K?
Yep. 70K victory strike with double strike.
See, you should
win game 1 and 2.
Should have had the Mafuba.
Oops. Untap your energy, bro. Oh, wait. Game 2.
Look at
so
that.
he sided in.
Cards.
Wow, yeah, he's got intensifying, and he puts it back in his deck. Why?
Say it ain't so.
Why? What's the point of having that in your deck if you're not gonna play it, or if you're not gonna want to have it turn 1? I feel like that's the card you want to keep, right? Like you hard mull for the aggressive cards.
Yeah, so you'd have gone into the trunks and then the coolers.
Yeah.
Like I would have almost taken out the 5-drop Frieza, except for the fact that he gets through the barrier stuff.
I think the reason why the 5-drop Frieza might be good is because it is triple strike, and it does out the Vegeta. So like, I don't know.
Well, I bet he's mad that he sent the trunks back. Like one of his top cards off of his deck was the chain attack.
Does he have it? Does he have it? Does he have it? Does he have it? He does not.
Yeah, it's chain attack, cooler, and he still charges.
So sad. You gotta stay hydrated, homie.
Deck just filters through so many cards.
Yeah, it does. Sucks that he didn't see the arena turn 1, but he's still gonna see 90% of his deck anyway.
He doesn't. I mean, he's playing against a deck that now, after seeing a cooler stashed, he can just. Yeah.
Isn't that once per battle too?
The discard gain
The-
5k.
Yeah, the discard gain 5.
Yeah.
Once per battle.
That's
Once per
ridiculous.
battle, taking a life is optional.
That's almost ridiculous.
Better than Hercule.
Right.
And here's top.
There it is. See a combination attack and then 2 other cards. I don't know. Huh.
Playing this on Untapped is just, it doesn't feel fun.
I can imagine. We went to locals on Sunday, and one of the new guys, Jacob, played the deck. And yesterday, he puts the entire deck up on one of the cell groups and was like, "Hey, getting rid of my entire U7 deck." And me and Nam are like, "Why, bro?" And he says, "Man, it hurt my brain. I'm about to play this."
Oh, yeah. If you don't sequence it right, you're not. You're out.
I mean, we were watching him play, and like, obviously, there's like a learning curve to the deck, but like, I don't know. What is Josh doing?
Did he have a seizure?
I thought so, honestly. Oh, Lord. This is where he just needs to start pressuring with the cooler.
I mean, you should have just done that turn 1.
Yeah, obviously.
Dash a red, combo 2 off real quick. It's, yeah. Go ham.
Because just like base 10k leader swings just doesn't do it.
Yeah, because then he'll just discard a extra card and then be like, I'll take the life because I want the extra cards in my hand. It's like, ah.
Or just not take the life and still get the plus 5k and filter.
Because why not?
I guess he feels like he's not being pressured because he has all the outs now.
Frieza, reveal,
Ugh.
pay 1,
Oh.
buy back. Oh, never mind. He'll do that later.
That card right there, that 4-drop board
Yeah,
wipe,
we're in this together.
that card is bonkers. What were they thinking?
I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, it's obviously got to be good if there's androids on the card, right? I'm just a tad bit biased, though.
I mean, it does have Bay on there, so we're good.
Hell yeah, brother. So off topic, just really quick, Craig. Is Elijah's baseball team name actually the Spoons?
No.
Because, okay, you got me at a weird time when you told me that, and I legitimately believed it, all right?
No, I think they're called like the Timber Rattlers.
The fucking what?
Exactly.
What position do they have him playing? Or have they even
No,
figured
they
it out?
haven't.
yet?
We've only had 2 practices so far.
Yeah,
Today was practice in a church gym because it's been raining.
fair enough. So it's time he decides to take the life.
Yeah, man, he wants
He
to
took
see
a
more
life the last
cards.
time, too, because I think he wants to
Yeah.
get himself down to what, 5 so that he can activate his effects on his awakened side.
Something like that, I think. It's crazy to me to think how many cards he's actually gone through already.
Right.
Like he's seen more than half his deck, I feel.
It's like a third. Solid third.
Oh, he's got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So he's got 11 that he's seen, plus what has he got? 7, 8 in hand? He's got 19. 19 out of 50.
Something like that. That's about a third. A little over a third.
Really struggling over what yellow card to charge.
Low key, though, that Frieza 1-drop is nuts.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. I just don't know what it really does against this matchup, other than just hitting the leader.
Yeah,
But, like-
it keeps the leader from getting life off of you, but I would just take the life because Victory Strike is still Victory Strike.
Same, exactly.
Abra.
Sorry, my phone was.
So he's got the in close quarters to out the Vegeta.
But does it really matter at this point?
Does it? Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if it really matters in the grand scheme of everything. He's got it. It looks like he's got another one in his hand as well. So like, I don't think it actually matters.
So what are we charging?
I think he's just charging a blue.
Is the Frieza coming down?
I mean, he doesn't have Invoker. I think that's wrong. I think he should just play the 5-drop. But I guess I don't know anything. Right? Like, since he's at 1, would you not just play the 5-drop? Or not at 1, but since he's only got 1 open energy? Unless he has another Sensu Bean. But like,
1 open energy. He has 2 up.
Oh, he does. I'm fucking blind. And Frieza's for the turn, correct?
Well, that's for the battle.
It's
Yeah,
only for
just
the battle. Okay.
But
I
still,
made that
it's
mistake in
infinite
playtesting on
it's,
Sunday.
yeah, it's a lot of combo power.
Did he just draw the victory strike?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Uh,
You saw it coming.
he just knew.
I mean, he's got a top.
Card's so good. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. Even with the clarification on wording, because you can't say it's an errata. Like, being able to adjust the top 3 cards of your deck every turn is stupid. And then the backside of the card, being able to let all of your energy exhaust cards come into play untapped. What?
They just wanted to make the perfect deck.
They wanted to keep you like not having to go to set to play this deck. Yeah.
I feel like the designer of this Invoker deck was the same guy that made the starter Broly deck.
Oh yeah, he put like all the eggs in one basket and was like, "Yeah, you don't have to go anywhere else, baby. I got you."
Exactly.
He's probably also the same guy that created Urza's Saga back in Magic. And he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna let this set happen for 3 weeks, and then everything is gonna be banned." Did he do it in counter window 1 or counter window 2?
Well, technically, he didn't give him a chance to declare, so he just slammed it down. So I'm gonna say it's 1.
I'm pretty sure it's 1.
Yeah, but they're blanked until the U7 player's next turn, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is where Isaiah's list of, well, okay, well, let's swing with it. If you don't do anything, then we'll combo in Beerus and play him again. Or combo in Boo and Hercule.
Good times.
You guys
The
spiked that
fact that
card.
you
up
can
ridiculous.
awaken and just let's draw 6 is disgusting.
And then he thought seizes here.
Oh, I thought he was gonna draw 6.
No. He wants to see what he has to play around, I guess. I feel like that's probably the right one. Because then he could just kill it with the Frieza, right? Yeah? I don't know.
He can kill what with what, Frieza?
The 1-drop Frieza. Like if he goes after Image and he negs it, he can just like pay the red to kill the Victory Strike. So I guess after Image was the right call because he wants to keep the Victory Strike on the field.
It's too bad he can't awaken, otherwise he could have gotten... Well, no, not this turn, but... He's got to figure out a way to awaken.
Doesn't work. Rewind.
What doesn't work?
the using the freezes effect and neg
Oh,
that go
did he try that?
He tried it on his turn, yeah. Good try though, Josh.
I mean, this is a point where you just like swing into it with everything and try and combo, but the guy's got too many cards.
He's got too many cards, and he has one energy open, so like he could just out the one attack, like combination attack.
I feel like barrier is just almost a waste of a card these days.
It's crazy because in the beginning, when barrier was a thing, it was the most
yeah.
overpowered thing, and so now here we are. Like barrier's not that much, like it's a thing, but like it's not a thing like it was. You know what I mean?
You know what? I don't think you should have attacked a victory strike.
Why is that?
I think you should have just passed with all your energy up and just let him attack.
Yeah, I would have let him attack.
So now he's at what, 10K? Or is it 15K?
He's at 15K to 15K.
Okay.
Now he's got to combo away everything.
Off topic. Did you know Wendy's has breakfast?
Sounds
Yeah,
gross.
Frosty and fries is always a breakfast, bro.
They have a breakfast baconator.
No, see, he's investing too much into this. He should have just let the victory strike attack.
Yep.
And now, yeah, now he. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I'm gonna rip the next card out of your hand.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I don't know if you noticed that, but that is the most big brain play I've ever seen. You guys didn't even catch it.
Probably not. What happened?
In order to make Josh stop comboing, Michael touched his SCR as if he was going to just put it to the drop.
I mean, so yeah, it was a Hernandez play. Sure, got it.
I wouldn't say that.
A lot of when we used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, a lot of people would like before they would enter battle phase, they wouldn't say it, but they would think out their plays and they would like hold their card like they were about to attack to see if their opponent would like try to respond to something. It's what we called soft cheating, where it's like sometimes not intentional, but people would do it, so you would try to play them into it. Good times.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh.
See, now that to me right there is the reason I think they played the combination attacks, and that was just ridiculous. And so obviously now he put all his eggs in that basket right there, so he couldn't defend the victory strike on the next turn. So Michael gets the 2-0.
That was tough to watch.
I mean, Josh, like we had said it, I think right before you got in here, like Josh was just not playing aggressively enough
Right.
at the beginning stages of the match. So like,
well, game two, when he like turn one stashed the cooler, like even Neil was like, "Yep, nope, it's over."
yeah, I feel like he was just a little bit confused on what his game plan was versus the deck.
And to be fair, this is like what, week 1, week 2.
Yeah,
so
this
we
is
still don't know like how to combat these decks, but now we have like a little bit more knowledge. We understand like what we need to do, like what our game plan should be.
But yeah, so round 2's in the books. Round 3 is Piccolo Surge versus Jiren, right, Neil?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that'll be a neat match to watch. It's I believe you're playing, if I remember correctly. You versus Ryan.
Yeah.
What does yeah mean?
I guess I don't. It's weird watching going back over my own stream.
Yeah, when I had a feature match in Yu-Gi-Oh once, and like I went back and watched, and it was really weird just watching it. And it's like I can imagine commentating, but now I mean I guess like going into this next match, we can just talk about what you were thinking at this time and whatnot, and try to get an inside review on like what your choices were and X, Y, and Z and stuff.
Was this Piccolo's successor, or was this Piccolo hand control?
Hand control.
He was playing the hand control version, yeah.
Oh, it gets so much better when we get Dropbox 5, though.
Oh, don't get me started on Dropbox 5. Well, either way, I said don't get me started on Dropbox 5.
I mean, the 2-drop Brienne just makes that deck just...
It really does.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us for this video. We'll see you next time with round 3.
Bye.
You're